Well, hello there, guys. The Battle of Chickamauga is here, and I can't wait to play. Now, we've been playing with the Confederates a whole lot, so I'm going to be playing as the Union this time, taking a Brigadier General to see how we do. So, the Union Army of the Cumberland under Major General Rosecrans, we've driven the Confederates out, basically. Now, essentially what happened here, we follow the Confederacy south, and we soon become the hunted, because we see that Braxton Bragg has actually started to gain some major reinforcements, and he's coming to attack us. So our job is to hold off the army of Braxton Bragg and try and stop him. So we're chasing Bragg's army, who is withdrawing south. Our corps have been divided in order to surround him. Elements of our army are moving down the road, and here we go. The passage. And there's a lot of wood cover in this battle, which I do love about Chattanooga and the roads that lead to Lee and Gordon Mills. Chickamauga, excuse me. Here, the bulk of our army will rendezvous and head north to Chattanooga. And I guess that's why maybe I got confused. Here we go, so let's take a look. We use the Lafayette Road to maneuver so we can secure it. Alright, so this is a huge battlefield. I mean, really, compared to a lot of the other battlefields, I would say this is one of the largest ones I've seen. Scouts report the Bragg's army is coming from three main directions. We'll soon cross Chickamauga Creek. So we've got to try to stop them or catch them at Chickamauga Creek. They're moving over Alexander's Bridge as well. And remember, our whole point in this battle is to destroy the Confederate army. As you can see, Minty's cavalry has been dispatched to delay the Confederates that will inevitably cross Reed's Bridge. We must hold them for as long as possible, and that's not going to be easy. I'm sure they're going to be sending a whole lot of men. Alexander's Bridge is guarded by Wilder's Lightning Brigade that is fully armed with Spencer rifles. We must hold the rebels for about 2 hours, and then we shall withdraw to Lafayette Road. So that's going to be tough. Now, these Spencer rifles are some pretty serious firepower, obviously. The repeating rifle. This isn't just having to load, every load your rifle, put the mini ball in and ram it down. No, these rifles are repeating rifles. You can keep firing, essentially not semi-automatic, but you fire, it's not called cocking the gun, but you pull the lever. I guess it's sort of like a lever action weapon. You fire again, etc., etc. So we're waiting for these Confederates, and I hope that we do a pretty good job at holding them off. Although we also have to hold this position here, and this is going to be a little bit tougher. In fact, I think I want to move our boys into the woods here. I see no point in hanging out there, even though we have some cover behind that stone wall. I think we should go ahead and try and move down there and stop the Confederates. We've also got the 98th Illinois. I'm going to move them over here into this wheat field. At least I think it's a wheat field. Actually, it might be a cornfield. And try and use them as well to hold off the Confederates. We've got these boys over here holding the farm, and they're actually able to see pretty far down the road. We're going to fast forward a little bit here just because I want to see those rebels approaching, and I want to start firing as soon as possible. And I also want to see how these Spencer repeating rifles do. And remember, we do have reinforcements on the way, but they're not here yet. We've got to wait 2 hours for them to come, and that ain't the kind of time I like to wait. I mean, that's quite a long time, and definitely kind of annoying to have to wait that long for reinforcements, but it's not like we have a choice, so let's do our absolute best and be as patient as possible. Okay, there we go. Yep, we got already some divisions moving in. Walthall, and we can see that these guys, they've got a lot of men here. I'm hoping that Lilly and his cannons, as well as the 17th Indiana, the 72nd Indiana, and the 98th Illinois can hold off this massive force of Confederates. I'm going to try to get a bunch of converging fire on them as they try to cross this bridge, but I'm guessing they're probably going to try a charge here. This is not easy, and I'm actually thinking maybe we should move the... No, they're charging. Never mind. I was going to say maybe we should move the Illinois boys back. No, we definitely shouldn't. We got to stay put and hope that our men can fire on these guys. There we go. And look how quickly those repeating rifles reload. That's amazing. Unfortunately, they're getting into our positions very, very quickly. Come on, boys. I'm actually thinking I might charge here. No, I think we're just going to stay put, keep firing. Hopefully the repeating rifles can stop the enemy. Don't forget we've still got that canister shot. And they're definitely going for a charge right up the center. It's exactly what I would have done too. So I'm not exactly against them for it. It's probably the best solution right here in this part of the battle. Come on, men. Hold those rebels back. There's that canister shot. It's about time. We need some more canister shots, though, if we plan to stop this attack. And is it possible? Are they going to try to charge? Are they going to try to charge Lily? I hope not, because they could actually stop Lily pretty quickly. Now there we go. Govin is going to route. And if we can get Walthall to route, that's going to be good too. But they're going to start routing north of us, and that's not good. Because they could easily reform and attack us again. So I don't want that happening. Unfortunately, we might not have much of a choice. So we want to keep up the fire with these repeating rifles, and just imagine having repeating rifles in this time period, how happy you would be. Despite this number of Confederates charging you, it's certainly something to make you feel a little bit better. And it looks like they've got some divisions reinforcing them. That's not good at all. I'm going to try to put the Illinois boys over here. So I'm going to go ahead and move them, but of course on the way we will fire as we can, as we see fit, to try and lower their numbers. That charge definitely devastated us, definitely hurt us, but we can't give up hope. And I think we're going to get the Indiana boys to go ahead, get into the woods, and continue firing on Govin and Walthall as we hold the bridge. As you can see, Wilson is going to try to cross the bridge as well. Okay, and there we go. Minty's cavalry has approached. I'm going to send Minty's cavalry down south, hopefully to assist in stopping these Confederates. It's not going to be easy, guys. Not even close. We did secure the bridge, but now we've got to deal with Wilson and his men, as well as Ector and Walker. And this is where the Union at Chickamauga really didn't expect this many Confederates. After so many successful battles against them, they weren't expecting to have to deal with this much resistance, but certainly there's a lot of resistance here, and I'm hoping that this cavalry can help just charge the flank, rear of these Confederates and break them, but we've got to get them here quickly. This is a battle all about time. We've got to get there on time, or else we're in some serious trouble. Here we go. Come on, Lily. I know you got that canister shot, and Lily's actually wounded, I just now noticed. Get some canister shot down. Come on, son. You can do it. Certainly hope so. At least we've got them on this side of the bridge. I like that. Our cavalry is approaching, but look at that. As soon as we get our cavalry to approach, the enemy is starting to get over here with a bunch of men. So we might have to bring Minty and Klein back to stop this assault. Oh my goodness. They're definitely going to try to pass through here. Oh, I don't know what to do at this point. I think we're going to have to go rush back with the cavalry. Definitely a difficult situation. Look at all the rebels breaking through here. That is unbelievable. And this is going to be a bloody battle. This is going to be a lot of sabers here for sure. I don't know why Lily is not firing well. I think I want to move him forward a little bit more and focus on Walthall. The 123rd surrender. My God. So our man has surrendered over here at the bridge. That's not good at all. I don't think I want to mess with them anymore. I think I want to go and help our boys here where we have a chance. And at least Lily is firing now on Walthall. And maybe we can at least make these Confederates sort of regret what they've done here. We're going to try to fire on Walker and take out General Walker. That would be huge. Obviously, taking away a huge morale boost to the Confederacy here. But it might not be enough to get a victory. Let's just hope that our cavalry is going to arrive on time. Come on, Gowen's getting into the woods. I don't like that at all. Really, we need you to keep firing. You got to treat those cannons as if they were repeater rifles themselves. We need some Spencer cannons. That's what we need. Did they make Spencer cannons? Somebody tell me in the comments down below. I'm actually really curious. I don't think that repeating cannons existed at this time, but nonetheless. Alright, Forrest Cavalry is threatening our flank now. Forrest. My goodness, I'm forgetting my Civil War knowledge here. Nathan Bedford Forrest, of course, a major cavalry commander, one of the most hated and controversial figures of the war, and he's coming to assist here. That's scary. I want to make sure that the Indiana boys see him. He's got a few of his commanders, Dilkwell and the rest of them, and we've got our hands full, to put it lightly, guys. So here we go. It looks like Macklemore. We've got a Macklemore over here, and Nathan Bedford Forrest is charging in, so this might be a cavalry battle. Here we go, some good shooting. We've got the cover of the woods, and I'm not losing it. I'm not even going to charge. I'm just going to fire from the woods. At this point, fire at Wheeler and the rest of these guys, but Hobson, oh, you son of a bitch. We've got skirmishers here. We're going to charge Wheeler. Come on. Walthall's going to try and support Wheeler. Oh, Walthall, you sneaky bastard. Fire at him. All right, guys, let's charge Walthall. Unfortunately, our cavalry's flanked. They're in no position to charge. They're definitely firing away with those repeater rifles. I'm not so sure they can get a charge in off them. Keep on firing, boys. Got Hector pretty much stuck over here. I'm going to make sure the Indiana boys know we're getting a shot as well. Go. Yeah, so they're going to run. Sure enough. And actually, Klein and Minty are getting some great shots on Waldo. They made him run. That's beautiful. If we can get rid of this enemy infantry, that's going to be a huge boost to us. So let's keep moving forward. There we go. Jovan is getting hit with shell shot up and down. Absolutely wonderful. Still being flanked by the enemy skirmishers, and I don't like to be near these skirmishers. I'm going to keep trying to move away. The Indiana boys have done their job. They've moved that cavalry back. I'm going to move back myself. I'd love to charge these skirmishers, and that's what I'm going to do, especially since they don't seem to be supported by the enemy cavalry. So here we go, Klein and Minty. Minty, of course, a great Union cavalry commander. Let's see what he can do to Macklemore. Get him, boys, get him. We just have to hold at least one of these points, I think. I mean, we're not going to be able to capture Reed's Bridge, no way. But can we hold Alexander's Bridge? Maybe. You can see the enemy cavalry is really pressing hard on us here. And Macklemore is holding on pretty well for a just damn cavalry unit. He's doing great. We don't have any ammo left for the 98th. I mean, you only have so much. We don't have any supply wagons here. This is not the easiest battle. We're not even close. I'm going to try to turn Lily's attention over here to the enemy cavalry. Don't want to take that last final position. So I'm really going to focus fire on Biffle. I don't want us charging. I just want to shoot him. So let's get those repeaters. Keep on firing. Looks like Biffle's going to pull back. Probably a good idea because these guys have their repeaters ready to fire. Despite being low on ammo, they can pick up those cartridges, those wasted spent cartridges, and no, Minty's out of here. And Klein, pretty much the same. I am going to try to hit Culpepper. That's an enemy artillery unit that we can finish off. Oh no, we can't. McNair's here. I mean, every second that we take over here is getting tougher and tougher. The enemy just has us surrounded in every which way, so we've got to be very careful no matter how we move through these woods. And there we go. I don't want to be taken by a damn group of skirmishers. That's not acceptable. Alright, our Indiana boys have taken the flight. Okay, proceeding to the next day, day one at least. We managed to delay the Confederates, and they stopped their advance yesterday evening, probably because they realized we know about their plans and they cannot ambush us. That's very, very good news. More brigades are now available to defend Lafayette Road. Until the end of the day, all of our forces will arrive. The Confederates are also becoming stronger as time passes. General Thomas insists to investigate the ground north of their right flank. Last night, pickets of McCook's brigade that were searching for water supply have spotted only one brigade guarding Jay's Mill. Good opportunity to attack and destroy this isolated unit. Well, maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Okay, so General Bragg is going to be here, and that's definitely frightening. So Brandon's division from Thomas Corps advances, and at this point we are advancing towards those locations. Klein is still here. Got quite a few men that we can work with here. And once again, no generals to assist us, but we're definitely going to be moving through these very deep woods. That's one thing I like about this particular region is the deep woods. So I'm going to be moving towards this wooded position first. And then maybe we can go to the Jay's Mill area. But I think we should focus on one thing at a time. I really want these guys to cross that river quickly, hoping that there's no Confederates waiting here for us. Certainly, if I were the Confederates, I would be waiting for sure. So we have to move, and we've got to move carefully. It's not fun moving through this river either. It's not going to be an easy crossing. you guys to move faster than that. Don't have a lot of time to take this position. But I'm hoping that these woods are going to provide us some serious cover. I think we're going to get Croxton to go kind of this way because I want these guys in the woods sooner rather than later, if that makes any sense. Alright, Bird's division from Thomas Corps is marching ahead. Very nice. So we've got some more men approaching the location we're actually headed to right now. That's definitely good news. But once again, we're going right into the woods there with Starkweather and Scribner. I just want as much cover as we can get. In fact, that's probably good enough. We are cutting it a little bit close. King. Who's King? And we've got some artillery as well. Maybe, and this is just a maybe, we could, no, I was going to say maybe we could attack both positions, but I think I'd rather attack one position in full force with both of these brigades, try to just sap the strength from it, and then move on to the second area, which is over here. We could maybe send out some cavalry to scout that area out, and already we've got Scott and his skirmishers here. I'm going to charge with Klein. When I see skirmishers out in the open, it makes me want to get those sabers ready. There we go. We got Scribner as well. We got a bunch of skirmishers here ready to attack us. And looking at even more skirmishers. See, this is why I wanted to be in the woods. We knew that the Confederates were going to have a bunch of men waiting for us using almost purely guerrilla tactics. But we're not stopping. We're going to keep charging. It's 193 men. You guys should be able to charge this area. Unfortunately, they're not following through. All right, McDonald is being flanked by Ashby, so I'm going to charge Ashby here. I'm not going to let them flank our rear. See how our other boys are doing. They're getting to the position. It's taking them a little while, though. There we go. Those skirmishers are running. So that little bug is helping us right now. It's taking them a long time to establish where the hell they want to go. Obviously, the trees are going to protect them, so the longer they are outside of the trees, Scott is going to take some serious damage. Especially with our repeater rifles, we can keep laying on the pounding for a long time to come. There we go. Now we've got infantrymen against skirmishers. And the skirmishers, this is one of the few battles where I see the skirmishers are taking on a melee approach. They're really trying to gain control of this area just purely through melee. Let's go ahead. Forward. Come on, boys. O'Connell is being routed by damn skirmishers. I don't like I don't like to see that one bit. Let's get Croxton forward. We'll actually detach some skirmishers here with Croxton's unit. If they're going to have skirmishers, we'll have skirmishers too. Try to follow them. So it does look like we took Brotherton Road without much of a fight, really. Which leads me to believe that that next position is probably going to be a lot more important to the Confederacy, or else they would have left some guys back to defend Brotherton Road, unless they totally didn't expect us to move any men over there, and I don't believe for a second that they thought that. So we are going to continue, but you can see that our boys are kind of trapped here in the middle, and we really need to bring the pounding. We even got cannons firing in the woods here. And it looks like Morrison. I've never seen 899 skirmishers. My goodness. That's scary for sure. We want to make sure to keep firing at Morrison. Obviously, with all these trees in the way, it's hard to get any damn shots off. I mean, they keep striking the trees, hitting branches. Those bullets are not going where we want them to, to put it simply. We can't have that. I'm actually going to bring the cavalry down south. I know the enemy will probably end up flanking us here, but if we can maybe break Morrison and the other skirmishers, maybe we stand a chance at breaking through this entire position. Alright, Starkweather is approaching the position. Break some skirmishers off from Starkweather and start flanking Morrison here. Get some nice flanking shots. Even though we are out in the open. There we go. Managed to rout Morrison. It's all because of the flank. And I'm going to keep shooting just because I want to kill as many of these guys as possible. We don't need these guerrilla fighters in the woods attacking us every which way every few seconds. It's not going to help us one bit. Alright, let's move into the woods. Let's go. Come on, boys. Routed those skirmishers. Let's keep moving. I'm actually going to take Starkweather's skirmishers here and fire on Hoover. And General Little, with his division from Walker Corps, is moving to attack us, so thankfully we left these guys back behind. And I'm hoping they can provide some pretty good defense to the enemy here. Let's make some skirmisher divisions out of them as well, because they are using a ton of skirmishers. I want to follow suit, and I want to go ahead and pepper them with shots before they even get close. So let's hope that our skirmishers do their best at peppering these guys with shots and rounds. Alright, now we got Gist Division. My goodness. A lot of enemy divisions here. Could almost charge with Starkweather. Yep, we're going for it. Again, we don't have any supporting generals, so I'm going to take our skirmishers to charge as well. If they can do it, so can we. You know, that canister shot is not going to make it any easier. Could pursue that enemy infantry, but I think we're going to keep those guys there and keep Brotherton Road under our guard, of course. Who knows, we may even be able to capture these guys and follow through. Alright, Long. We're going to have Long charge. Get those sabers ready. We're going to have Derver charge as well. Now Long is being flanked. Finally in melee combat here. We've got a lot of these guys out in the open. Nothing better than skirmishers, like I said, out in the open. Makes our job a lot easier. See them actually being knocked out easily, but Long is getting hit pretty hard too, although he's continuing to fight. He's not running yet. He will. But he definitely slashed away as much as he could before he couldn't take it anymore. And Cook's brigade from our reserve corps is threatening our right. More brigades are arriving. This is good news. Finally, we've got General Thomas on the scene here. He can probably really help. We're going to push him through the woods, of course, as quickly as possible. We've got a few more boys. Look at all these men approaching. We have got to make use of these guys and keep pushing eastwards towards Jay's Mill. I'm not sure if we can make it there, but we're going to try. Our boys moving to the north as well. It's just McCook's brigade, but maybe it's enough to get there. Okay, here we go. We got Wallful approaching. I want to go ahead and just fire on him with everybody we've got. Nice shooting. Keep it up. I want to hit them before they get into that wood cover. Seem like there's enough time to make use of this particular position, unfortunately. Come on, Starkweather. Right, there we go. We got some more enemy cavalry, actually. Wheeler over here, and if there's one group of enemy cavalry, I'm willing to bet there's going to be another, so we want to keep our eyes open. Faster than that. Don't let nothing stop you. Just keep moving. Palmer's division from Crittendale's Corps is reinforcing us a bit late there. No offense. But we'll bring him this way. It's the thought that counts, but not really in a battle like this. The thought doesn't really count all that much. Good to see the enemies running out of some ammo. Over here. Klein as well. Want to get all that cavalry to try and take this position. And as you can see, it's definitely a Confederate camp, so I'm expecting there to be some actual infantry units over here. I already see some of them with Wilson. So we're going to have a fight ahead of us, no doubt about it. Can we get there, though, and beat the mission time? I don't know. And if we can't beat the mission time, can we continue the battle? That's the real question. Make sure Long gets over here. Long, I need you to charge that artillery division, Klein. I need you to do the same, son. You guys have to break through here. Needs to break through fast. Sorry, Robinson. Keep on moving. Don't let me stop you. Flanking shots from Morrison here. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoy these battles, if you enjoy these Ultimate General Civil War battles, let me know in the comments down below. It really lets me know what you guys want to see on the channel and gives us a good idea of what to shoot for. No pun intended when we're playing these kind of games. Let's go ahead and charge here. Start with it. I think Long is going to try to charge as well. Sure hope so. Get Hector. Get Hector, son. We're low on ammo with Klein, so we definitely need him charging. Looks like those Confederates are really back, but we're running out of time here. We're at 0. That's going to be it. We can turn their right. Okay, click to continue. So let's see what's happening here. Many more enemy brigades are reinforcing the area. It's Cheatham's division. My goodness, guys. Now we've got to hold Brotherton Cabin. We've got to capture Jay's Mill. We've got a lot of work to do here. Now, as you can see, a lot of men in this position here. I'm going to move forward with them, believe it or not. And there's actually a few positions here where we can take defenses. I'm assuming those defenses are there for a reason. So I'm definitely going to start going ahead and manning those defenses, but at the same time moving to the east to try and take that final area. Although it looks like we just have one more area that we have to control. The enemy has a lot more work to do in terms of taking out our men and our divisions. And some of our men have no ammo to speak of. So I'm going to see if Starkweather can go ahead and fire at Howard. They're still firing at Hector. I can't blame them. They've had a nasty shit fight with him, but look at that. Yep, canister shot broke him. Let's see if Long can come in here and charge from the flank into Wilson. I know you guys have some cartridges in there. Come on now. Keep on moving, boys. Anyway, you guys know how this works. If you enjoy the video and if you want to see more, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below, and we will get to part 2 of Chickamauga. Thanks for watching, guys.